quarterbacks.
No, I'm just thinking of
Ryan's really struggling with that intro.
Welcome into BSN TV. Ryan Koenigsberg, joined by Sam Cowhick. Practice number 10 out here for the Denver Broncos today, and a beautiful day out here. No shoulder pads or anything like that for the Broncos today, but a good practice nonetheless. Of course, the focus, as always, on the quarterbacks. Sam, what'd you see from them today?
Well, you know, as the depth chart displayed in the first day that was released, Trevor, Siemian, Mark Sanchez splitting that number one spot on the chart. Neither, again, separated themselves. Mark Sanchez had a pick six to Bradley Roby once again. Siemian also had some good throws, some bad throws. But again, nothing to separate themselves. Paxton Lynch struggled at times. Even Coach Kubiak could be heard kind of trying to give some negative feedback, maybe to boost his confidence, get him to work a little bit harder. But it's still muddled, and it's looking like Thursday is going to be a really big day for all three of those guys.
Yeah, Kubiak not exactly giving us any leads after practice as to who will start that game or how they'll split the time. But you think, both of those guys are going to get a look with the first team in the preseason. I think that'll be really important for that battle. Another big storyline out here today, number 21, Aqib Talib back out on the field for the first time since having that incident with a gunshot. He didn't talk about it afterwards. Kubiak was pretty coy when talking about it. But to see him out here, he looks comfortable. He was running, drills with the first team. It looks like that injury wasn't too bad. He kind of got away with it there.
Right, and what they did talk about was not the incident, but how much he brings to the table. Everybody who's been out here, a fan or the media, can tell that he brings a whole lot of enthusiasm to every practice. So they were happy to have him back with his jovial self. And Kubiak did say that he was kind of jumping the gun, no pun intended, but that he would hope that Talib can play in the Rams preseason game. So they did talk about that, and he did look good physically. So that was a big story.
Look, few housekeeping notes here. Broncos waive Kenny Ananiki today. Bring in Ryan Murphy, most noted for being sent home at the Super Bowl, even though no charges were brought upon him. But, Sam, you thought that was kind of a vote of confidence for the rest of the guys on the D-line.
Well, yeah, you had some injuries on the interior. They're kind of short-handed. So to release Kenny and not sign another D-lineman kind of bodes well for those guys like Adam Gotsis and other players. Vance Walker's had a really good camp. Gotsis, I think, has come along quicker than they expected. He'll be in preseason. He had a batted ball today. Derek Wolfe just looks like a man amongst boys. He had a sack today. So, yeah, I think it bodes well for those guys, even shorthanded, that they went in another direction as they released Kenny.
When you look at that defensive depth chart, you think that the second teamers out here might be able to field a pretty decent defense. That'll do it for us here on day 10 of Broncos camp. Thanks for tuning in to BSN TV.